Anthony versus
everybody, I'm Heather Hayes. And I'm
they hate it so much it's taking a thing and after her wrong the call instead of wanted shit to the king. We was a part of the team. We used to be planning our Mexico trip in the spring. We must have been dealing in spur of the moment. So why do we think you could get us a ring? Baby, by how you home, put it on, call you blown away. 5 cents from grandma from day over next and he knew we was born for rain. How you pussy man who can relate? Take me a walk by the sea. They get to our work till they blew in the face. I put our face to the blue and say, they can't find me words. You niggas is burn. Shit, I know what to say. Give me a block, I don't be a patient. First time back to back in the day. First time hits and back in the day. You needed that shit to back in the day. My money on back in my brain and that's what pussy. Yo, money on this thing. Money on this thing. My money on back in my brain. Hold it up, hold time at the game. Money on show me get on the thing. Don't stick around in the six. Don't stick around in the six. Yeah. Right out of them out of six, right out of six, just like it did. I was TBS at my crib, I'll show you what's said, it's what it is. Check sign if I can't, push it out, and I can speak. I'm probably be the YouTube search just for me to do a comment. This moment trying to break it down, but like, now I got my body. I can put it in, say I did more damage on my body. I can hit you on the hot for shit, let me hit you on the knob. Niggas gotta be a friend, yeah, don't slip up under the anomaly. Niggas gotta be a paralyzed, I'm saying shit like you mind, so niggas gotta be a paralyzed for the stakes, I don't like a hobby. Niggas better came from a Scottish show. And the way niggas talking about life must be a second man. Niggas trying to stop us. Man was a nice man, now I'm cold. Right out of six, just like it is. See what's in it.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. Trying to figure out how I want the mic in front of me today. Good morning, good people. Good morning, bad people. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. Now, everybody know, because for one, I'm not doing a script today. We're going to go off the dome today. Everybody know that Karmelo Anthony was sentenced for sending Austin Metcalf up there to play jump rope with Jesus. And we all knew that the trial was racist, right? We knew this coming into the trial. We knew it was a racist trial, right? We knew that, hey, Creative, shout out to Creative in the building. I'm gonna give Creative a wrench. We knew that the trial was racist, right? We knew that in America, black men have it hard. We knew this. Right? But at the same time, right, we had expectations that we would have genuine conversations. And listen, look, I know I'm handsome, but I gotta get a fresher haircut. Until then, you know what I'm saying? We rocking with the bucket hat. You feel me? That's just what it is. So you got this situation in Karmelo Anthony, and you have Karmelo Anthony. He sent this little nigga up to heaven to play jump rope with Jesus permanently. Okay. Removing him permanently from the deck of cards. Okay. Removing him permanently from the show. His character got cut from life. Okay. So when it comes to the father, everybody was like, well, his son died and we need to give him some type of mercy. No, we do not. No, we do not. And to y'all who are saying, Darrel, show him some grace, show him some mercy. His son just died. And he don't give a damn about black people. And I'm going to show y'all that he don't give a damn about black people. I'm going to show y'all that he is a fucking racist, right? But before I go to Metcalf father, let's go to some of their friends. All of them will be exposed, okay? Every single one of them will be exposed. Now, this man right here, his name is Representative Randy Fine. Now, who is Randy Fine? I need to make sure my audience knows who Randy Fine is. Before we move forward, I see he got his little Yamaha, or whatever the fuck they call that shit in their culture. Can you tell me who is Representative Randy Fine? And can you tell me about his recent remarks about Karmelo Anthony and the death penalty?
Randy Fine is an American politician and former gambling industry executive who serves as a Republican U.S. representative for Florida's 6th congressional district. He recently drew national media attention after commenting on the high-profile Texas murder trial of Karmelo Anthony, often misspelled as Carmelo Anthony, a 19-year-old convicted and sentenced to 35 years in prison for the fatal stabbing of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet. During an interview, Fine doubled down on his stance that Anthony should face capital punishment rather than a prison term, stating, "I think he should get the death penalty. I think we need to send a message about behaviors that we'll put up with and behaviors that we won't. Accountable means he should be killed." When asked if race played a factor in the trial's outcome, Fine noted that he had not watched the trial and stated his belief that the death penalty is the appropriate punishment to deter violent behavior regardless of race.
I mean, that's what he said, right? So we have a gambling executive working as a Republican representative in Florida, and Florida's 6th congressional district. But again, nothing about this is sketchy. The fact that all y'all used to basically rob the public in the form of gambling, right? Let's act like gambling is not a fucking problem, right? Even though we know gambling is a problem. Let's ignore the fact that you and Trump and all y'all used to be in the same business, which is gambling, and now y'all all in the same business, which is fucking politics, right? Let me put this right here so my phone can record this real quick, because I'm recording this also for the gram. You know, I be working real hard, and some stuff actually make me want to come back to YouTube and work hard. Some stuff I'd be like, fuck no. But this one has my attention. It's just that simple. They got my attention. We're here now. So let's move forward and let's see what Representative Randy Fine, who is a former gambler, has to say about Karmelo Anthony. Let's go ahead and hear it now.
Really striking a chord with the country. You said that he should be getting the death penalty and nothing less. He's gotten 35 years in prison. Do you think that suffices, or do you still think it should be a stronger punishment like the death penalty?
Well, I generally say what I mean, and if I didn't think he should get the death penalty, I wouldn't have said it. I mean, what he did to that kid was horrible, and I think it's important to tell our country that we're not going to allow that kind of behavior.
Well,
and to react that way is just shows a fundamental societal problem, and we have to tell people you do that. I also think part of the reason to send a message that strong is because of all the people who didn't think he should be punished at all.
Well, I think people would push back on that, saying, one, he was convicted by an all-white jury and he was a black teenager. Two, he was 17 years old, tried as an adult. And this seemed like, again, of course, he ended up killing Metcalf, but it escalated after the two were jarring at each other. One thing led to another. I mean, it could have been been looked at as manslaughter.
I think the evidence was pretty overwhelming. I mean, you know, the kid told him to leave and then he killed him. I mean, it's a terrible thing, and I think he should get the death penalty. I think we need to send a message about behaviors that we'll put up with and behaviors that we won't.
So do you think race played a factor in this trial? Like, for example, if the roles were reversed here, if Karmelo were white and Metcalf were black, do you think that it would have been
the same penalty would be appropriate?
You think there would have been the same penalty would be appropriate?
Yeah.
Do you think there would have been the same outcome?
I presume so. I mean, I haven't watched the trial. I wasn't in the jury box, but I certainly hope it would.
I just asked.
I don't care about the race of the people. I care about what happened.
Got it. I just bring that up because a lot of people are saying that race was central to the trial.
I didn't watch 1 minute of the trial, so I can't comment on that.
Okay.
But you know, I think that he killed the guy and he should be held accountable for doing it.
And accountable means he should be killed.
Sure. I believe in the death penalty. So, you know, I think that what he did is meriting of it, and not only as appropriate punishment, but to send a message to people to not behave that way. I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, or Hispanic. That behavior is not acceptable.
That was what Representative Randy Fine had to say. He feel like Karmelo should be deleted. What's up, Drip? Drip don't got no wrench over here? Hey, and look, if y'all want to go on the other channel, because one of them got like 6 people watching, the other one got 71 people watching. We got 119 people across all platforms. All right. You know, like the little vertical one, that one got 109 people watching, like on it right now. You feel me? Okay, Drake do got his wrench. What the fuck is going on? So you hear Representative Randy Fine saying that Karmelo need to die. So now he's on my list. I've actually taken the time. We gonna stop the Trader Truth Teller shit, and we gonna focus completely on this fucking Karmelo case for the rest of the year. We're gonna focus on Representative Randy Fine. We're gonna be figuring out who he is. We're gonna dox all his little fucking gambling buddies and figure out what the fuck they got going on that you want a child to die. Where's all this energy for Rick Chow? Where's all this energy for Rick Chow when he shot a fucking child? Why are you not speaking out against that? Because you are a racist. Florida is one of the worst states on the fucking planet. Florida is one of the worst places on the fucking planet. And if you black and you in Florida, cool you. Cool. Okay? But Florida is one of the worst fucking places on the fucking planet. Where was this man when Trayvon Martin was being gunned down? Where was these niggas at then? It's always when a black kid do something wrong, now they gotta get capital punishment. Now they gotta get capital punishment. But you know what? That's just one video. What do y'all think about that? Because I'm going to be clipping this up. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you guys think that Representative Randy Fine from Florida's 6th congressional district, who is a Republican representative who used to be a gambling ambassador, what do y'all think about his comments about Karmelo Anthony? Nate says, I saw a video the pill walker called Karmelo a watermelon criminal. Yes, we're gonna get to his father, Austin Metcalf father, calling Karmelo the watermelon criminal. Well, guess what I'm smoking on this morning? We smoking on an Austin Metcalf pack right now. I just picked it up, right? I went down to Frisco, Texas, went to the track meet and scraped the little bit of Austin Metcalf I could find off the fucking ground, and I put it in this blunt. Austin Metcalf, you smoking Austin Metcalf? If you niggas want to be petty, we smoking that Austin Metcalf pack right now. That's the only pack I'm smoking rest of the year. Austin Metcalf pack, nigga. Because I got a lot of words to say about Austin Metcalf father. You talking about the watermelon felon. Nigga, what you should be calling Karmelo is the grave digger. That's what you should be calling Karmelo, the grave digger, nigga. The Undertaker, nigga. That's what you should be calling that nigga. That nigga basically Jesus to you. He decided whether your son live or not. But you want to sit around this bitch making jokes, being racist. You know what? Let me go straight to the dad now. So, what's up, Lulu? And appreciate you for the membership. Thank you for the membership, for becoming a member. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the Darrel Long Show, bringing you the best in commentary, vlogs, video essays, and reactions.
Now let's pull down this racist ass motherfucker in Florida. And let's get directly to the dad. Let's talk about this father who failed his son. Let's talk about this father who was getting into physical altercations with his son. Yes, we're talking about Austin Metcalf and his father, Jeff Hoaz Metcalf. This is what he was doing last night, right? Instead of him actually mourning his fucking dead son, instead of him actually fucking going to the cemetery and playing football with Austin, instead of him doing these different things that a father should be doing, you know what you're doing? You're online on fucking TikTok making racist ass motherfucking statements. While Austin Metcalf memory and the jersey that he can no longer put on his fucking back is sitting in the fucking back. You're destroying your son's legacy by calling Karmelo Anthony the watermelon felon. Because let me tell you this. Karmelo wasn't the worst person your son could have ran into. I was. And now you gonna feel it. You pussy. You an old man who failed to protect your son, Jeff Metcalf. You failed to raise your son the right way. That's why the little punk ass motherfucker was thinking that he can go and put his hands on people. Cool. I'm not even fighting it no more. Karmelo got 35 years. How many years do Austin Metcalf got in heaven? Eternity, nigga. Perpetuity, nigga. Forever. Forever young. He's gonna be forever young. Don't you wanna live forever and ever? Fuck is you talking about? You press play on this shit.
This is a warning.
A warning? You can't issue no warnings, gang. You just like Rhaenyra Targaryen. You nigga, you losing son after son after son. You're not in a position to make no threats. What you should be doing right now, right, is hugging Hunter. Hugging that little nigga saying, I love you, Hunter. I'm going to be a better papa now. I'm going to be a better Faja. I'm going to be a better Faja. I'm not going to be the white piece of shit that I've been for the last fucking 40 years. I'm not going to be that. I'm going to actually be a fucking father. Maybe then your sons would learn how to respect other people's boundaries. Maybe then. Let's keep going.
Karma's a bitch. Vengeance is mine.
You didn't get no vengeance. Karmelo about to be in jail with the OGs, eating good as fuck, getting commissary, eating motherfucking the best of foods that niggas. Karmelo about to be eating better than you, and he in jail. You still fucked up. You ain't got no pape. You gonna die broke like your son did. You failed him. You failed his mother as well. Don't worry about it. I got your other son interview queued up. Little Hunter Metcalf with the big back baby mama. You are a failure. And let me go ahead and put some sauce on this. Because I've been waiting to say this to some of y'all. Some of y'all white boys mad that niggas are living better than y'all. Some of y'all white, because I saw Karmelo girlfriend posted his TikToks. Don't worry about it. I'm going to show y'all Karmelo Anthony girlfriend, right? Karmelo Anthony was putting dick to a white bitch. Karmelo Anthony was putting dick to a little white bitch. And I got everything. I got Karmelo Anthony uncle. We got Karmelo Anthony girlfriend. We got it all. Karmelo Anthony was down in Texas looking like Drake. Smack that ass. Smack that ass and leave a cheetah print. Smack that ass. Smack that ass and leave a nigga print. That's what he was doing. Smack that ass. Smack that ass until I leave a print. Smack that ass and smack that ass until it's nigga print. That's what he was doing. Had y'all niggas mad as fuck. So you mean tell me this nigga dad winning? His grades good? He putting big black pipe in one of y'all fucking little white daughters? Mark ass niggas? And he down there putting in work? Man, that nigga a made man, bro. Karmelo, you a made man now, nigga. Period. Let's go ahead and hear more what the father had to say.
Saith the Lord.
Oh, ass nigga.
I don't have to come after you. It's going to take care of itself. People are going to see you for who you really are now. And if we want to talk individuals, we can, because I couldn't speak about this in court. But I can speak freely now because the gag order is lifted.
So now you're going to be racist. Now that the gag order is lifted, it's time to be fucking racist. It's what he's letting you know. So everything that he couldn't say in court, he's going to verbalize now. Thank you, Jeffrey Metcalf. Thank you, Jeff Metcalf. I followed you and I followed Austin on Instagram recently. And I know it's the actual y'all because y'all two only followed each other. And y'all had specific images that nobody else found. I haven't found nowhere else. I sent y'all an invite to the stream this morning. Right? I sent y'all both. I sent Austin Metcalf. My bad. What I'm talking about. I sent Hunter Metcalf. And I sent you, Jeff, this link to this live stream that's posted now. I invite you here to have a conversation about why you failed your son, my nigga. That's what I want to talk about. Why you failed your son. Your son was trying to bully a black boy. The black boy fought back, and now he in jail over it, just like All-Star JR. But he's still breathing, right? He's still waking up, doing push-ups, getting strong, right? Don't worry about it. He'll be fine. Karmelo, you'll be fine, my nigga. You'll be fine. Uh-oh. Vanessa, you are garbage. Everyone that is listening to your dumb ass is just fucking dumb. Oh, my God. Get her out of here, moderators. Get her out of here. Boo. Hear that shit, bitch. Oh my God. Yeah, we banned you, baby. We banned you, baby. I'm sorry. You got banned, baby. You got banned, baby. Let's keep going.
Tiffany Billions, Wackadoo, McAdoo, whatever her last name is. I'm not going to throw insults at you because I'm not going to lower myself to your level.
You literally just threw insults by not pronouncing somebody's name appropriately. Tiffany Wackadoo, Schmackadoo. But I'm not going to throw insults at you, but I'm just going to say, that's like if I say Donald fucking hoe-ass nigga Trump, but I'm not going to throw insults at you. I'm not going to fucking insult you here, I'm saying. But again, you raised that person. And I heard people lying, talking about some Austin was a 4.0 student. I want to see transcripts. Y'all gotta stop lying. Every time one of y'all take a dirt nap, all of a sudden he was a great fucking guy. Oh man, y'all actually subscribing just to do the goofy shit. I'm just gonna ban y'all. I get it. Y'all mad that we smoking on an Austin Metcalf pack today. I get it. We're gonna have a lot of trolls, but guess what? We're gonna keep talking about Austin Metcalf every day. Every day. Every single blood clock day. Every day, you know. We're gonna talk about that boy, you know. That boy pussy, you know. That boy take that dirt nap, you know. That boy cannot walk no more because Karmelo Anthony, his father raised a soldier. Unlike that hoe ass nigga Jeff Metcalf, only thing your son could do is talk. Hey bro, get about this 10, bro. If you get about this 10 right now, dog. If you don't get about this 10 right now, nigga, we gonna fuck you up, nigga. We gonna fuck you up, cuz. Only thing I'm gonna say to y'all little hoe ass white boys is touch me and find out. Nigga, what? Touch you and what? Only thing I'm gonna say to y'all white boys is touch me and find out. Listen, dude. Listen, fucker. You're gonna get from underneath our fucking tent, okay? And go back to your little fucking hip hop fucking lifestyle, okay? Touch me and find out. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all little white boys. Touch me and find out. Fuck it, let's touch him. Did you just touch me? Yes. Because nobody can recall what actually happened, I'm gonna do my little events in my mind. Black power, nigga. Black power. They got a nigga. Help me, Austin. Bitch. Help me. I mean, fucking Logan, whatever your fucking brother's name is. Help me, nigga. Hunter, help me. Baby, can you help me? Baby, can you help me? Mark ass niggas. I'm gonna keep going. Y'all don't want to get, bro. You don't want to get me started with no demon shit, bro. Stop playing. My bad. We back. Hey, TikTok, we back. They restricted me for 10 minutes, TikTok. They restricted me for 10 minutes. That's crazy. Michi said I'm so tired of these ghost people. It's a lot of them because on one channel that I'm watching over here, babe, when I look at the channel, it says we had 150 earlier. It's 71 watching on one side. It's 11 people watching on the other side. But anyway, let them just watch and stalk. I'm fine with that.
But you're despicable. Drew Anthony, Kayla, you're cowards. You wouldn't even show up for your son's sentencing.
No, your son was a coward. That's why he had to try to bully Karmelo. And let me go and take it a step further. The judge is a coward. The jurors are cowards. Most of y'all white men, low-key, are cowards. Y'all have to hide behind a system that y'all have completely fucked and has made that only y'all can benefit from. Let's be real about it. Many of y'all was only doing well when you can enslave black people, when you can work and really what working was telling other niggas to do all the hard work while you just benefit from it. But now that we are in an age where you can't benefit from your fucking racial bullshit the way that y'all used to, because you still benefit from it, but you don't benefit from it the way that they used to, when they can just sit on their back and say, boy, we made $1 million today, and because those niggas out there working. No, now you actually got to do stuff. And you hate that. You hate that in the same city, in the same time, Karmelo Anthony father driving motherfucking big body Escalades around while you broke as hell. They taking family pictures, married, representing what a true nucleus family should represent. God, father, mother, children. Nigga, you can't even put that together because your kids hated you, nigga. You know what's crazy? Your son dying brought you closer to your family. That's the gag. You know what? Let's keep going.
Or victim statement impact. You abandoned your kid. You left him there. I guess he's no more use to you because you can't get any more GoFundMe money or GoSendGo money.
And again, you don't know what their plan was when it came to being there for their son. You don't know if they talked about being there. But you want to do ad hominem, so I'm going to do it ad hominem. You're right. Maybe they abandoned Karmelo because they couldn't get no more money. Why did you abandon your son, though? Why did you abandon your son? You see, Austin Metcalf went to the grave without ever knowing the love of Jeff Metcalf. Austin Metcalf went to the grave never knowing the love of his father. Literally, while he took his last few breaths, his father wasn't in his life. We have it on record. His father wasn't in his life. When we go back and we watch the interview with Hunter Metcalf, right? When you go back and watch the Hunter Metcalf interview, right? From years ago with the mom, right? Let's go and look at it right now. Hold on. Is this playing through my, what you call? The fuck? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can, if y'all heard the video, because I think y'all did, but hey, it is what it is. We don't give a fuck. All right. So, and I got to put this in the toolbox like that. Yeah, y'all know how we get down, right? Because everybody been asking, where's the interview with the boy? Well, you see, Jeff, you wasn't in this interview with, you know, that originally happened because you wasn't a part of the motherfucking scene. Jeff, you wasn't in the interview when your son originally got stabbed, right? This was an interview with Will Kane on Fox TV, right? This happened when it happened. Your son was stabbed, what, April the 2nd? Nigga, this April the 3rd. Don't ever fuck with the simp God, nigga. I got all the receipts on everybody. Oh, you thought it was just this space? You on the list now, nigga. Now, let me show y'all originally what the boy said. Right? This is why they didn't want to bring up Hunter Metcalf to the motherfucking stand, because he would have had to say everything he's about to say now.
Gut-wrenching, incomprehensible scene in Frisco, Texas, just 20 miles north of where I sit here today, A high school track meet yesterday turned deadly. 17
Yesterday. So again, Darrel Long is correct. What I am showing you is the day after Austin Metcalf went to go play jump rope with Jesus. This is what his brother said 24 hours later. I'm not about to let y'all play games with my nigga Karmelo like this. Y'all got me fucked up.
Gut-wrenching, incomprehensible scene in Frisco, Texas, just 20 miles north of where I sit here today. A high school track meet yesterday turned deadly. 17-year-old football star Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart and left to die in his twin brother's arms after a fight broke out yesterday. The suspect was allegedly told he was sitting in the wrong seat in the stands of the stadium before drawing.
You hear that? You hear that? Do y'all hear the story? Do y'all hear the story? Right? And I want to invite people. I'm going to send this to people like Cellulite and to Raw Being, because I want to speak to those people. The people who are running around twisting narratives. The original story had nothing to do with the tent. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all niggas listening, man. I need to know that y'all niggas listening. I need to know that y'all niggas listening. They say right here on Fox News, the original story was Karmelo was in the wrong seat. He was in the wrong seat. Let me go back.
A knife. 17-year-old football star Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart and left to die in his twin brother's arms after a fight broke out yesterday. The suspect was allegedly told he was sitting in the wrong seat in the stands of the stadium before drawing a knife and attacking Austin.
Now that was the original story. That was the original story. I'm actually about to break this down so I can myself correct every single lie, because Will Kane is also a racist, in my opinion. He's a racist. But the original story was that Karmelo was in the wrong seat like fucking Rosa Parks, and that led to a fucking fight. You heard it yourself. Let me go back and play it one more time, because I know I'm a black man, so automatically niggas lying, right? Niggas automatically lying. This is the reporting the day afterwards with the mother and the motherfucking brother. Let me go and send this to say like, because I want them niggas specifically here. I want them niggas specifically here so we can, and before they come up, I want them to watch. Because this shit's getting out of hand, bro. Like, the fact that we really having conversations, we've been disingenuous, it tells me that people don't, either people don't know what the fuck they talking about, you don't like black people. Damn, I'm using all my phones as logged to my other account. Man, somebody watching this, send this to that nigga Cellulite. I don't have time. I got shit to do today. But I want them to respond to this genuinely. All right, let's keep going.
Police have yet to...
I'm gonna go back so y'all can hear the original story one more time that we were told had nothing to do with tents, right? Because they didn't even know what the fuck was going on. They just wanted to report it, get it to the masses through the institution of the media, and basically demonize Karmelo as soon as possible. Did y'all know that in this last year, they was doing all kind of candlelight visuals, all kind of shit, just to draw sympathy for this nigga before the trial. Come on, bro. Let me play the original story one more time.
It's a terrifying, gut-wrenching, incomprehensible scene in Frisco, Texas, just 20 miles north of where I sit here today. A high school track meet yesterday turned deadly. 17-year-old football star Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart and left to die in his twin brother's arms after a fight broke out yesterday. The suspect was allegedly told he was sitting in the wrong seat in the stands of the stadium before drawing a knife and attacking Austin. Police have yet to reveal what led up to that moment, but we do know the other student has been charged with murder. Joining me now is Austin's mother, Megan Metcalf, and his twin brother, Hunter.
Here we go. Here we go. This is what they don't want to show y'all. So let's go. And again, why aren't you there, Jeff? You're not there because you're not a part of this family. You're not a part of this family. This is a poor, white, average family that was jealous of a young black male that was doing better than them. Let's continue.
Megan, Hunter, thank you for being with me today. I can't imagine how difficult of a day. And I have to start with how sorry I am of what you're going through this morning, this afternoon. I think
Will Cain is a known racist. Will Cain, that's why he couldn't do sports shows and we couldn't listen to him, because he's a known racist. He's a known bigot, in my humble opinion.
I'd like to just start. I'd love to just start with tell me about Hunter. If you could, Megan, tell me about your son.
The day afterwards, she's literally in tears. So nobody question me. I'm starting from the day after they put the knife out that boy. They haven't brought up no fucking tents. They said that Karmelo was sitting in the wrong seat. Because again, what they do is stick together and formalize whatever fuck story that they need to win. And here goes some of y'all niggas tap dancing, just believing shit. So I'm gonna start with this motherfucking crying. We're gonna start there.
With how sorry I am of what you're going through this morning, this afternoon. I think I'd like to just start. I'd love to just start with tell me about Hunter. If you could, Megan.
And we ain't trying to hear about Hunter. We're trying to hear about what happened. Because Will Cain just said it wasn't about tents, right? Fuck this. Go back.
It's a terrifying, gut-wrenching, incomprehensible scene in Frisco, Texas, just 20 miles north of where I sit here today. A high school track meet yesterday turned deadly. 17-year-old football star Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart and left to die in his twin brother's arms after a fight broke out yesterday. The suspect was allegedly told he was sitting in the wrong seat in the stands of the stadium before drawing a knife and attacking.
So now it's Karmelo was in the stands with the stadium. He was told he was in the wrong seat in the stands at the stadium. 24 hours later after that, he was in the tent. You niggas just reporting on shit, don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. I'm showing you a real life example of when niggas be reporting on shit, not knowing what the fuck they talking about.
Austin. Police have yet to reveal what led up to that moment, but we do know the other student has been charged with murder.
Karmelo wasn't charged with murder the day afterwards. More proof that Will Cain doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. More proof that white privilege is a thing, that nepotism is a thing. He literally don't know what the fuck he's talking about. This is 24 hours later. There was no charges even filed by the state. Y'all niggas hoes.
Joining me now is Austin's mother, Megan Metcalf, and his twin brother, Hunter.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Megan, Hunter, thank you for being with me today. I can't imagine how difficult of a day, and I have to start with how sorry I am of what you're going through this morning, this afternoon. I think I'd like to just start. I'd love to just start with tell me about Hunter. If you could, Megan, tell me about your son.
I think I can speak for her for a little bit, see if she just calms down just a little bit. But as for me, I know I'm a little more, spontaneous. I like to do stuff all around and just get out of line sometimes. And, Austin's always was there to check on me and keep me straight so I wouldn't be in trouble and do anything like that.
Hunter and Megan, whenever you feel ready.
Let me guess. He was just a good guy all around. Right? He did nothing wrong, never. He never had no bad impulses, nothing, right? Just good light, no darkness. You know how we know y'all lying? Because of what your father's gonna say. You know how we know y'all lying? Because the words that's gonna come out of your fucking father's Jeff Metcalf mouth when he start talking about the watermelon felon, when he started talking about how Karmelo and black men don't know their fathers, when it was actually this young man who didn't know his father. Which is why 24 hours later, Jeff Metcalf, I want you to see this one day, bitch. They didn't call you. You wasn't notified. Hey man, we doing an interview with Will Kane, big dog. You the daddy. They said, no, get this bitch ass niggas out here. We need the one who actually raised the boy. That was his mother. That was his mother. She basically a motherfucking single black mom. That's basically what she is, nigga. You hoe ass nigga.
Jump into the conversation. If you never feel ready, that's completely understandable to me and everybody else watching. Hunter, thanks so much for being able to do this today. Just a little more about your brother, Austin. From what I understand, I think he has it in his social media bio, 3.96 GPA student, certainly definitely into football. And it looked, when I was looking into him last night, he was very interested in being recruited to play football in college.
Yes, sir.
Aww.
That's true.
The fuck that got to do with anything? He was looking forward to playing football in college, man. He was really going to be a great fucking guy, man. He was really going to be a great fucking guy, man. He was going to be that guy, man. Damn, that nigga Hunter blocked me. What the fuck, Hunter? I just followed you. But your daddy didn't block me. Join the show. I'm gonna send him the link right now. Jeff Metcalf. Yeah, I found you on Instagram, bitch. Can't believe that nigga Austin. Nigga Hunter blocked me. What the fuck? I just sent you the link to the video, bro. It's not even that deep, bro. That's the link to join. I want to see if he dares. If he dares. Let me take a picture of this. Let me take a picture of this. Just for proof. for proof. Now, moving back onto your last living child.
He was very highly recruited, just like coming out of his junior year. He's had a really great year, and everyone on the team, coaches, everyone knew around the area just knew that he was about to do big things in football. But besides his GPA, man, that dude was extremely smart, always in the books. He just came to him real easy, and just him playing with football as well just made him just a great person overall.
Megan, we'll try this again, both of us, and we'll see how far we get. When I read your story last night, obviously this is not about me. I have a 17-year-old son. I live 20 miles south of you. My son's in Frisco every night playing soccer, and we have a lot of friends of friends who knew Austin. So the circles got tight, and it's hit really close to home.
So you have an implicit bias, is what you're admitting. You have an implicit bias. Yeah, I know children who knew children, and we was all friends, and we lived 20 miles south of Frisco, and so you have an implicit bias. Or what's the legal term? I was just talking about that. A conflict of interest. You have a conflict of interest. Let's continue. Like I said, known races here.
And I'm just so sorry for you. Can you explain us at all today how you feel? It's just got to be so. The word I keep coming back to, Megan, is incomprehensible. How could this happen at a track meet?
And I'm not even gonna lie. If I'm Karmelo, I'm not letting nobody apprehend me unless you're a police officer. I'm leaving. I defended myself. I'm leaving. Period. They said one of the coaches tried to apprehend him. I would have told him the same thing. Touch me and find out what happened. I don't want to say nothing legally, but look around. Touch me and find out.
It is. She just took my son is gone, and I don't really have words. I've tried to figure out what I was going to say, but he's just going to be so missed by.
So, Jeff, I know you were mad that Black people were quote unquote monetizing off your son's quote unquote DEATH, right? What do you call this? Right? It's airing on Fox. It has advertisers paying them. Right? I mean, what do you call this? This is literally the day after it happened, Jeff. But you're mad at African Americans who wanted to see Karmelo have a fair trial. You were not mad at Will Kane interviewing your son Hunter and your ex-baby mama, because that was never your wife, your ex-baby mama. You was never upset about that? Okay, cool.
Mostly our family, but this whole community has really wrapped their arms around us. And
when you say this whole community, who do you mean? Because it's always crazy to me how we're in the same country as them, and they say our community, and we don't be nowhere near them. They don't consider us community. You know what they consider us? Property. That's what they consider us. They don't give a damn about none of the shit that Black people, in my opinion, be talking about. They only give a fuck about Black people working for them. That's it, bro. Let's be honest. Let's keep going, so I can go back to the father.
I could say anything to the nation, I would say, to make sure that you just hug your babies tight, because you don't know when the last time you get to do it.
Hunter, I know you were there. Thank you, Megan. Take your time. Hunter, I know you were there when it happened. What can you tell us about what happened at that track meet? How could this thing that seems like is not on the menu of possibilities could happen. Again, I was at a track meet, by the way, on Tuesday. This is not something you think could ever happen. How did it happen?
So it was a really bad storm in the morning, and they had a lot of delays. And me, my brother, a couple of kids were walking back from the field house of the middle school because we attended that middle school when we went to middle school, and we were saying hello to old coaches and catching up with them. And then we're walking back to our stand. We put our tent up so all the bleachers were right there. We're not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down with me.
Menu of possible.
Sorry, I need to hear this. I need to hear this more.
Abilities could happen. Again, I was at a track meet, by the way, on Tuesday. This is not something you think could ever happen. How did it happen?
So it was a really bad storm in the morning, and they had a lot of delays. And me, my brother, a couple of kids were walking back from the field house of the middle school because we attended that middle school when we went to middle school, and we were saying hello to old coaches and catching up with them. And then we're walking back to our stand. We put our tent up so all the bleachers were right there. We're not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down, and this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life. I never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate. And
it don't matter if you knew who he was. It was a public space. They keep saying stuff like, well, I don't know who Karmelo was. I didn't know who he was. I've never seen him in my life. It don't matter because you're in a public space. You're not in your little fucking shack. Okay? You're not in your little fucking mobile home, right? You're in a public space. You think when I go to fucking Five Guys and I'm ordering my fucking milkshake, I say, who the fuck is that guy that I don't fucking know? What's up, bro? I'm live. We dragging Austin Metcalf dad for saying that whole ass racist shit. Gotta call you back. Hey, can you hear me good on here though?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to show y'all this is how good the iPhone is and the Apple Watch is. Apple Watch Ultra. Peace. All right, bye, bro. My bad. I took a call on my Apple Watch. It's fancy like that. Okay. That was nice, wasn't it? TikTok, y'all saw that? But back to you. Okay, back to this bandit.
Uncalled for.
People can sit wherever the fuck they want to. I don't go to hot yoga and think, oh, there's a random bitch in here that I don't know. Guess what? We're in a public setting. It's time to bring some intelligence to this situation.
I turned around and asked him who he was. He started getting really aggressive. My brother stepped in.
What? Hold on.
And this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life. I never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate and uncalled for. And I turned around and asked him who he was. He started getting really.
See, you're being vague. You said he said something inappropriate and something uncalled for. Well, according to testimony, what he said was your season was trash. And that y'all was trash because the season was trash. Now, what's interesting is that y'all had a losing record. There's testimony also of the coach making fun of y'all losing record. So, when you say, oh, he said something that was inappropriate and aggressive, you're trying to not actually tell us what the fuck he said so we can get little Metcalf a nice little fucking homecoming to Jesus. I don't understand this. And then you got Will Kane talking about this shit happened in some stands and not at the tents where it genuinely happened at. But y'all in Texas especially, y'all quick to come together. Cowboy up, ready to tie nigga to a tree.
Aggressive. my brother stepped in. He started being, you know, how he always is with me, just brothers, just having my back. And things started getting more like higher intensity. And the kid said some like aggressive stuff, like reckless stuff, and also try to handle the problem. And
we can tell by your vernacular that you were never planning to go far, that the only thing that was going to keep you in success was your complexion. That was the only thing, because you can barely even speak, nigga. You can barely articulate a thought. Oh, but we was behind the tents and fucking, and then they had behind the tents, and it was just, and then behind, and then I was in the, then I didn't know the guy, and then the guy was this tit for tat all over again. I'm gonna start calling you Raw Talk Culture. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Austin was always one to step up. He always was one to step up and be the person that would do the right thing.
So now y'all left with the child that never steps up and never does the right thing. Owie.
And he was doing the right thing by saying to this gentleman that you're not supposed to be in this tent. This is like, because they have personal items.
Doing the right thing is subjective. You were trying to say that he was doing the right thing. That's subjective. The Nazis, never mind. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. But David Duke think he's doing the right thing, right? Y'all, I mean, you're a full-blooded American, right? The people that's fighting our soldiers think they're doing the right thing. When Al Qaeda drove a fucking plane and killed thousands of Americans, 3,000 people in one fucking day, they thought they was doing the right thing. Being right is subjective. Good and evil is subjective. Y'all forget all of the atrocities that America has done to other people, and then somehow, some way, we supposed to just automatically say that these people are bad and those people are bad. No, everybody's bad. Whoever paints the story is usually going to be told, oh yeah, he's a good guy. Like y'all painting the story now. I'm not into painting the stories. I just want people to live their life and see shit for what it is.
There.
A lot of stuff gets stolen and just like that, just precautions and stuff. And our coaches always told us don't let, other schools, like mess with our stuff, just sit around our tent area. And we set that up for the girls track every meet we had. So it's just like, he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. And he was just a tragedy what happened.
And then what happened, Austin, after your brother stepped up? What happened then?
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive. He grabbed the bag, and then I whipped my head around, and then all of a sudden I see him running down the bleachers, grabbing his chest, just blood rushing out. He said, he got stabbed. He got stabbed. First I froze for half a second. I didn't know what to do. And then I saw.
This is the most descriptive version of what happened to Austin Metcalf. What y'all hearing right now? Because everybody else, if you go back and read what they said in court, I don't remember nothing. I can't recall that. I can't recall this. I can't recall that. Can't recall this. Can't recall that. Can't recall this. Can't recall that. But somehow, this man could recall a few things. Yeah, that's right. He recalled a few things. Y'all. Let's hear it again.
Precautions and stuff. And our coaches always told us don't let, other schools, like mess with our stuff, just sit around our tent area. And we set that up for the girls track every meet we had. So it's just like, he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. He was just a tragedy what happened.
And then what happened, Austin, after your brother stepped up? What happened then?
He He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive. He grabbed the bag, and then I whipped my head around, and then all of a sudden I see him running down the bleachers, grabbing his chest, just blood rushing out. You know, he said, "Yo, he got stabbed. He got stabbed." First, I froze for half a second. I didn't know what to do, and then I saw him about to fall. I went to go over there. I grabbed him. I see.
This stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
That is the most detailed version of what Austin Metcalf went through. That from the brother who witnessed it, who did not take the stand for whatever reason, because he would have to tell this story just like this. Right? Like, he said that Austin was running down the stands with a fucking bloody chest. But I thought they was under the tent when the stabbing happened. Right? If they were under the tent when the stabbing happened, did Austin walk up the fucking stands and just start running down? What really happened? Let's go.
Best I can to understand.
Yeah, there was. You can see, you can picture what happened when, you know, what was coming out of his chest, and
yeah,
y'all can visualize this. I don't want to put down my mom right now, but I pushed my hand on there, trying to make it stop, and I grabbed his head and I looked in his eyes. I just saw this all week, and it took my soul too.
You know, all that sentimental shit, we not trying to hear that. They took my soul, they took his soul, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. What happened? Because even after the trial, I'm not sure if this nigga got poked at the tent right there and dropped. Did he get poked and tried to follow the nigga down the, what you call? I got Will Kane talking about it started at the motherfucking, the bleachers. That's what we call them, not stands. At the bleachers. Instead of under the tent. I'm confused, gang. You know what I think? I think that little nigga came from under the tent, tried to bully Karmelo. Karmelo went for his bag. Hey, gang, don't touch me. About to get nasty around this bitch. And you know, it is what it is. He about to do 35. That's nothing.
I'm gonna ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night.
Exactly. Stop lying. That's not her husband. That's her baby daddy. I'm trying to make it seem like these white bitches, every time that they get fucked, they getting fucked by some nigga that done honored them. Oh, here, baby. Welcome to Texas, where we pop the ring on a bitch finger before we fuck. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. We ain't trying to hear that shit. I can hear your husband in the background. You know why you don't know that nigga name? Because the nigga wasn't there. That's why. That's why you don't know that nigga name. I need to wrap some of this shit up because Queen Sheba going live soon, and I need to be fully available for Queen. But I also want to drag this motherfucker. Choices.
Okay, someone else. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
But
he's not there.
I'm gonna ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else. Yes, okay.
What?
But I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay.
Shh. Don't talk about that, mommy. Don't talk about how Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his own. And when he died, all ain't left was us alone. Look at this shit.
Who I can hear in the interviews. I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else.
Someone else. Someone else she's fucking. That's right. Mama Metcalf got a new man. So while your fucking son was bleeding out, bitch, you was getting bent over by a new nigga? Okay, bitch.
Period. 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 Period.
I mean, I guess. I mean, that nigga had to be whacking, bitch. I mean, all things considering, bitch. Had to be whacking. That nigga Hunter said, shh, don't say nothing, mommy, about stepdaddy. We need to support Jeff right now. They don't even call that nigga daddy. We need to support Jeff right now. He fucked up. You getting dick. He ain't never gonna see Austin again. He fucked up in life. Man, bro, it's a dirty game, dog. Play this one shit one more time. One more time.
By the way, I think he's there with your husband. I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
But I have seen interviews.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all gotta stop. The white woman is always married. No, they not. Those be the ones that we know. I could be down on my luck right now. I could be walking down the street with one fucking bag, and in this bag is all my possessions. And everything, all the clothes on my back is all I got. And it'd be a white woman like this that will take me in. As soon as I say, Ma, put my motherfucking shorts down, she gonna say, what is that? Is that your leg? Nah, baby, come here. Come here, Mrs. Metcalf. Come here. Listen, I know that nigga Jeff, he didn't treat you right? And I understand how hard it is to be a woman in America because white male patriarchal systems have just left you oppressed. But let me take you in this house. Let me put this dick on you real quick. We're gonna make some pancakes, right? We're gonna watch, you know what I'm saying, Ozark or some shit like that. You feel me? We're gonna watch Grease. We're gonna do all of that. We're gonna listen to motherfucking some country music, right? We're gonna do all of that. And then you're gonna give me a free place to stay until I bounce back. That's the play with chicks like that.
He's with your husband in the last 24 hours, and it was remarkable to me that I heard your husband say within hours of this that he forgave this other young man, and he got there so quickly. And I honestly don't know that I could, and I just want to see, and I don't know if there's a right or a wrong place to be, especially as quickly as this has happened.
Forgiveness. Interesting words. All right, we got to wrap up, guys, because I got to go soon. So I got to finish playing this video so y'all can see and hear what the father had to say officially. After that, Everybody here, we're going to Queen Sheba show.
Grifters. You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised that child. And I swear to God, CPS should come check on those other 3 that you still have.
CPS should come check on the other 3 children when you don't even have the children at all. CPS don't got to check on you because you ain't got the kids. It was over. This was your one opportunity not to fuck up. You know what? Let me just play this because I'm going to be here for 30 more minutes. Fuck that.
You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim. The real victim is the one who died, not the one who shoved a knife in his chest. I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide. And what'd you do? You widen the gap even further. You hire a convicted baby-shaking felon who's only in it for the money, who gives you bad advice, kicks me out of a press conference. Funny, I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I left when asked. I didn't stab anyone.
I see what you did there.
And then you proceeded to gaslight me with your convicted felon, quote, advocate? Minister? Minister of what? Minister irrelevant? Minister of bullshit? How about Minister fuck you? Y'all think I'm a saint? I'm no saint. I'm as human as you. I have emotions. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't sin, because I don't walk on water and I don't turn into wine. And anybody else can, step up. Don't become kicking rocks in my backyard. Look in your own.
I just want to say real quick, I'm going to let this shit play. I got to go. But I do think it's crazy that y'all be trying to hide behind Christianity. I got to stop. Please. You niggas are embarrassing. You're making Christians look fucking racist, capitalistic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so much shit that I can say, but what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all are the problem, not us. We have never been the problem. Let's go.
The display of adults on the internet. If your children saw how you acted, would you be proud? Or is that what you teach them? Do you teach them that racism is okay? Do you teach them? Do you program your kids to hate? To kill? From day one, I said this was never about race. Please don't make it about race and don't politicize it. And what did you do? You chose both. The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong, we got white people that embarrass the shit out of me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that shit. And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for every fucking thing else. We're the bad ones. We're the one that held you down. Guess what? You can do everything in America that I can do. Tell me one thing you can't do that I can't do. We all have equal rights. What's it say? All men are created equal.
Now, let me pause it right there. Because I hate when y'all say that. What does the Bible say? All men are created equal. But y'all niggas literally had niggas as slaves. Like, come on, like, stop gaslighting us with that shit, bro. Everybody equal while y'all niggas have a slave population, a slave class. Everything equal, but you're paying people wages. slave wages. My wife didn't know what slave wages was. She didn't know that in places like Tennessee, niggas are literally being paid fucking $7 an hour in some places because they go off the federal minimum wage. Low key fucking disgusting, bro. Let me wrap this shit up. I gotta go.
Amendment protects free speech. I'm for it. Free speech doesn't guarantee you safety. Perfect example, Charlie Kirk, a man who I admired, looked up to. You know why? Because he could fight with words and logic. He didn't need fists, guns, or knives. No. He sat down and talked with you. How do you solve any situation when there's a problem? Communication. Charlie was an expert. That's one person I admit I would not want to debate. He was a walking chat GPT. But he held strong on his faith. He never wavered. His convictions were solid. He was a good man. Taken too soon also. Some people called him racist. Some people call me racist. Does it make me racist? No. My grandfather once told me, what other people think of you, son, is none of your business. I didn't quite understand it then, but I understand it now. The only person that judges me is God. And God sees all. I give what you get. Or what you give, or to me, I'll give you back. So, am I racist? Yeah, I'm racist against assholes. I don't like them. I could care less about the color of your skin. We all bleed the same color. The mental capacity of others sometimes astonishes me. At someone at a certain age, let's just say 40, 50, I would assume, and this is my fault for making assumptions, that you would have common sense, that you be intelligent. You could make a difference between right and wrong. Nah. Ain't got nothing to do with age, ain't got nothing to do with color. It's up to you, who you want to be. You chart your course. Guess what? It's not going to go the way you think. Promise. If there's a person who exists on this entire planet who's never had a problem, one, in their life, please step up. I want to meet you because I want to know how you did that. It's not possible. Life is not easy. God doesn't say that. God says there's going to be trials and tribulations. God says there's going to be people out there who will deceive you. People out there, I mean, if we want to go back Old Testament, eye for an eye, Sodom and Gomorrah, turn to stone, man lays with a man, you die. I mean, this is all your personal choices. It's none of my business. I stay in my lane. Just don't come in my lane with your bullshit. I respect everyone until they disrespect me. I've been disrespected by so many people, so many times while I've had to sit here and take it. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk bitch. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the fuck he did. I forgave him so I don't carry the hate and the anger. So I don't get ate up like cancer and kills you from the inside. It's like me drinking poison and hoping it kills you. It doesn't work that way. You've got to let that stuff go or it will kill you. It will eat you up inside. So when people ask me, how can you forgive him? If I didn't, I would have wound up killing him and going to prison myself. That's how stupid people, when you get irrational, because you can't make a good decision if you're emotional. Emotion and intellect do not mix. If you're emotional, you can't come up with a logical solution. It doesn't work. You have to be level-headed. You have to be clear of mind. When you become emotional and you make decisions, things can go very wrong. And you better hope there's a way out for you. Because some situations, as we all know, they don't turn out well if you make the wrong choice. Or you could just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, in front of the wrong person. And I'm not just talking about Austin. Just go look, just visit Chicago for a weekend. How many shootings do they have? And they have gun laws. Woohoo! How's that working out for you guys?
Okay, so y'all heard everything he had to say there, right? Hold on. So y'all heard what he had to say. Apparently, he's not racist no more. He doesn't want to carry his hate, but he's exuding hate, right? I don't have time to get into all of this. I gotta go. I got shit I gotta do. However, I will play some of the stuff I saw from Twitter where Cardi B spoke about this. The 3 videos where she said she donated money. I will play that for y'all so y'all can see that because I'm a real nigga. All right. Let's go and get into the first one. I got all the clips already curated. Let's go.
Worst fatigue ever. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't even drink water. I couldn't eat ice. I felt so heavy. I'm ready to give birth like right now. Then I felt a lot of pressure down there. I was like, no. I couldn't even talk like that. I had to go to my mom's house and I'm like, Mom, I can't even like talk because when I talk, I feel like I'm running out of breath. Just fat, just big and pregnant and shit. Today I was like, I have to do a video for my Instagram, for my socials, and then I want to go out with my friends. However, why are you doing this? However, I need to do something. You know what it is? I don't like sitting in the house for too long. I think I have ADHD. Like I have to work. Like when I wake up and I feel like my team, like my managers, my creative team is not hitting me up, I start to panic. I gotta work. And that's what be happening to me when I get.
He can apply for parole. I want to spend $5 million to get a new top lawyer for Karmelo Anthony. Karmelo was actually sentenced to 35 years in prison for self-defense and must endure 17 and a half years before he can apply for parole. This is simply too disgusting. This is not justice at all. This is the court taking a 17-year-old boy of color to make an example out of him. That day, it was raining heavily outside. Karmelo just went into a rest tent to hide from the rain. And as a result, he was surrounded and humiliated by Austin and that group of white school team stars and driven away a full 15 times. It was Austin who first made a move and pushed him. Karmelo was all alone facing them at the time. He was in extreme fear, afraid of being beaten by this group of people. He only pulled out a weapon for self-defense just to protect himself. I want to spend $5 million to get a new top lawyer for Karmelo Anthony. Karmelo was actually sentenced to 35 years in prison for self-defense and must endure.
I always like to see both sides of the coins. And on top of that, I am a mother. I am a parent. I do understand the pain that Austin parents are feeling because they lost a child. And I also feel the pain of Anthony's parents because they also lost a child to the system. Maybe not forever, but it's a boy that was not raised in the trenches, that is not a street boy, that showed a lot of emotion right after the incident. He showed a lot of emotions in the incident. And after he got sentenced, he also showed a lot of emotions, which if you guys look at a lot of cases, a lot of people don't do that. It is a very unfortunate situation. And I'm not into the, oh, because a race thing. It's not a race thing. What's wrong is wrong. It was right is right. However, in this situation, it really is a race thing. I am pretty sure, especially in Texas. This happens a lot in Texas. If Anthony was white and he was surrounded by a whole bunch of black football players and two twins, the case would have went extremely different. What I would tell my sons, son, don't let nobody punk you. Don't ever let nobody make you feel less of a man, and always defend yourself. I highly doubt that Anthony went over there by himself to a tent full of strong ass football players. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cause a ruckus. Just because you have a knife and you against 14 boys that are strong, that tackle people for a living, that's not gonna make you feel tough because somebody's gonna knock that knife off your hand. If Austin and his team felt a certain type of way that he went to the tent, he should have went to his coach. What do they tell us in school? If you have an issue with somebody, go to a teacher, go to an adult. If Austin had an issue with Anthony being in the tent, he should have went to the coach and told the coach, take him out of the tent. But Austin took into his hands to get aggressive with Anthony. Just because somebody provoke you, and they could provoke you, they could provoke you. If you put your hands on them, it's still wrong. It's illegal to put your hands on somebody. He put his hands on somebody. Austin was twice his size. And not only that, but I also heard he knows how to fight jujitsu. He was surrounded. He was protecting himself. Is it wrong to lose your life over something so petty? Absolutely is wrong. Like I said, it's a lose situation on both. I'm not the type of person that likes to make things about race this, but come on now. It would have been so different if it was a white boy that went to a black football player's tent. I feel like I went to court, right? The jurors took 2 hours to deliver the verdict, and it was about album cover. It took them 2 hours to deliver a verdict. It took this case 3 hours to deliver someone's life. They had the option of giving him manslaughter because clearly this wasn't planned to be murder. They just probably felt like, you know what? We hungry, we tired. I ain't trying to come back tomorrow. Here's what it is. No thought, no care, no nothing. 35 years, I really feel like is excessive, extremely excessive. And I understand that there is a life taken away. Let's talk about technicality, self-defense. When do self-defense start playing in? And for who self-defense apply to? When does that start to play out? When you beat down to the ground, black copy eyes, blood everywhere, that's when it applies? Keep your hands to yourself because there's consequences. Both families got to pay the price. And I really truly feel bad
for Anthony and Austin, of course, because he lost his life. But I feel bad. It's an unfortunate situation. And then I don't like how some people are attacking me, but some of y'all the type of people that somebody get in your face, you will pull out a gun. I'm not the type. I don't like guns. I grew up with guns and shit like that. I sure learned something from this. I learned to tell my sons, do not argue with no white boys, cause baby, ain't no law protecting you if something goes down with them. That's what I learned from this case. I'm gonna tell my sons, you arguing with a white boy, walk the fuck away, cause the law don't protect you.